So what's going on with Aaron Rodgers? It looks like he wants to get out of Green Bay. Why does he want to get out of Green Bay? What's the problem? What's the speculation? What's the analysis? I don't really think a lot of people really know right now what's going on with him, but he's a great QB. Super Bowl XLV MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers, threw for 304 yards and 3 TDs. He's the man. I mean, think about it. Green Bay has been very fortunate to have some great QBs. Brett Favre was right before him. He was there for a long time, and then you got this guy sitting in the wings waiting, and Aaron Rodgers did a great job. Not enough you can really say about him, but I do know this. He did make this comment, all right? He was like, if I'd have known that we weren't going to go for it on fourth down, I wouldn't have called the plays that I called on second and third down. So what's really going on with Green Bay? What's going on with Aaron Rodgers? We're going to talk about the NBA. Real talk. So let's get it. All right, so what up, fam? Thank you for joining me on Sports Talk Unplugged. I'm your host, William Allen. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like, that subscribe button, because we're definitely going to dive into it right now and talk about what's going on between the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knickerbockers. First off, Trae Young had a great game. Game 1, opening series with the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Trae Young put up 32 points, was on fire pretty much most of the game. The defense for the Knicks was pretty much terrible. Randall did not have a great game. Derrick Rose didn't even have a great game. Not a spectacular game that you really need him to have for the Knicks to win this series. But I will say this, they came out in game 2 and played much better. Derrick Rose had 26 points in game 2. Stephen A. Smith, I say, who's the greatest fan of the New York Knicks, was very excited about this if they came out. And you got to say that the atmosphere in the arena there in Madison Square Garden is one of the best in the NBA off the top. Almost even better than the LA Lakers. Real talk, man. But what are we going to see from henceforth, really from the New York Knicks? They're going to be able to pull it out. Is this going to be something they're going to be able to do? It's something that we definitely got to watch. Something that I'm excited about, especially since I played with those Knicks on NBA 2K21. So let's see what's going to happen. All right, so this segment right here is called What's Up with the Fans, man? What's going on with the fans, man? I got to say this, that I was watching Jalen and Jacoby this afternoon, and I was actually kind of upset along with Jalen Rose, and he was talking about how the fans are getting a little bit out of control. Russell Westbrook was seen leaving the arena, and there was a guy there who threw some popcorn down from the stands as Westbrook was leaving the arena. So it's like, as a fan, you almost have a responsibility to try to act right when you go to the games. I mean, you can't really cuss the players. You can't touch them. You can't call them racial slurs and things like that, especially when they're on the bench. You don't really see much of that in football games or in baseball games, because I don't really think the fans can get out there and touch the players like that. All right, so we're going to move on along right here, man. Let's talk about this team right here, the Dallas Mavericks. Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I feel like the Mavericks are an underrated team right now. Now, are they as good as right now Brooklyn? I'm not really sure about that. But I can tell you like this, man. Luka Magic is actually playing his butt off right now, man. I got to say right now, I don't know if you guys listen to ESPN radio or whatnot. Greeny has a show in the morning. He was just talking about the stats between Luka Doncic and LeBron James. And it's funny because Luka Doncic has more assists, more rebounds than LeBron James in the first 3 or 4 seasons. He has one less point average than LeBron James through the first, I think it's 3 or 4 seasons. Don't know which one, but it's one of those. But let me just say this, though. The Mavs has won 2 straight games versus the Clippers, all right? The coach is not there. He went to the 76ers. But let me say this, though. What is Kawhi Leonard going to do to lead this team? He's not a LeBron James type of leader. He's kind of quiet, to be honest with you. As I watch him go through the motions with this team and whatnot, I feel like that he's just not that type of leader. When you think about it and you watch this guy, especially when he was with the Spurs, he's a quiet guy. He didn't really lead like that, man. So we're going to watch to see what happens. But I feel like Luka Doncic is the next coming. He's actually the best player that I've seen in the NBA, man. Real talk. In that first game, Luka scored 31. In the second game, he scored 39 points. So it's something that, we're going to have to watch and see. So I'm actually in a waiting game with this whole thing with Deshaun Watson, just trying to wait and see what's really going to happen with him. I believe they came and said that I don't think anything is going to happen or be deliberated on in the courts or anything like that until February of 2022. So it's a wait and see game. And I strongly believe that if that's the thing that's going on right now, you can't. This guy can't go anywhere. He's not going to be going. He can't be traded anywhere. There's nothing you can do. He can't be on anyone's roster right now. I think he has to just sit out and wait and see what happens next season. So, like I was talking in my last show, just wondering what's going to happen with Tim Tebow on the Jacksonville Jaguars, given that opportunity, and what's going to happen there. NFL is going to be coming up. I think they've started a little bit of a voluntary workouts or whatnot. So we're going to see what happens this season. You know what I'm saying? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to be able to bounce back. I really want to know what's going to happen with Julio Jones. He's being recruited heavily by the Tennessee Titans right now. That'd be something if he came to the Titans. But this is Sports Talk Unplugged. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, William Allen. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Holla at a player when you see me in the streets. Peace.